your favorite editor from New Voice Books, Tiffany Dillard. I promised you guys that we were going to be live in color, and here we are. I just want to welcome you, Kingdom Scribe, to the Author's Corner podcast YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel or new to the podcast, welcome. If you have transitioned over with me from Clubhouse or Spotify or any of the other podcast platforms, welcome. This is going to be where we're going to be. But we're also still going to be on the other podcast platforms, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple, and Audible. But God wanted me to transition to come from behind the camera to come back in front of the camera, at least on this podcast. I do co-host with my friend Jerry Alicia on another podcast called Dear Christian Black Girl. So some people may see my face and say, she looks very familiar. But I am here to help you, Kingdom Scribes, do what God has told you to do and to get your book published. So the Author's Corner podcast is going to be a safe space where we dive deep into the world of Christian book publishing and beyond. And that beyond is going to be to motivate you, to challenge you, to encourage you, to instruct you, to pull you, to push you to doing what God has called you to do. So if you are a beginner in writing, if you are a upcoming author, if you are a seasoned author, if you're one that wants to create a planner, you want to create a journal, you're trying to build a workbook or curriculum book, the Author's Corner podcast is going to be where you need to come to get all the information pertaining to book publishing. I want to help you along this journey. A lot of times we feel like that we have to do things by ourselves, and then when we do it, we're struggling. And then a lot of times we're scared to ask people for help because we have asked people for help before and they turned us down, or they were gatekeepers. So they only gave us enough to kind of get us to a certain point, and then you were left stuck like, okay, well, what do I do now? I am going to be that guy that helps you from point A to point B. I am going to teach you and show you all the things that you need to know pertaining to book publishing. And then I'm also going to let you know how I can help you on a personal level by working with me as an editor and a book publisher through my book publishing company called New Voice Books. And some of you may say, well, what is New Voice Books? Glad you asked. New Voice Books is a Christian book publishing company that will help God's Kingdom Scribes, which is you, share your stories of inspiration, encouragement, and healing with the world. I am a book publisher that will help you leave a legacy of literature in the earth, because your book is actually an asset and it is a legacy that you will pass down to future generations. So this is what I need you to do for your girl. Okay? You listening? I need you to subscribe to the channel. I need you to turn those notifications on so that way you do not miss an episode when the first episode drops in November. And then I want you to share this channel with someone else that you know that is writing, that is in the process of completing their manuscript, that may be a seasoned writer. I want you to share it with them. With anybody that has talked to you about book publishing, I want you to share this channel with them. So that way they don't miss out on the information that you're going to get on a weekly basis. Yes, I said weekly. So I want you to share the wealth. Don't try to hold all this knowledge to yourself. That ain't fair. Okay. So I am so happy to step out into the unknown, to say that it's not a scary place. It is. It's very scary. But I know that I'm doing this with God, and I know that it is going to be an amazing journey to see people birth out what God has told them to do, to see them not just hold back, but to actually be a doer, not to just hear what he said to do, but to do what he said to do. And so I look forward to the comments. I look forward to you guys getting to listen to one-on-one interviews that I will have with other authors and highlighting their books and having them to come on and interview them pertaining to their stories and allowing you insight on their projects. I love to talk to you about my process because I'm also an author as well. I have published a book called The Reflection of Me, Finding You and God in the Pain. And I'm about to release a new book that's called Marriage Conversation with God. And so I want to talk to you about my journey and my process as well. So again, make sure that you are subscribing to the channel, turning those notifications on. I want you to like it, love it in your heart, that you are a Kingdom Scribe and you are part of this podcast community called the Author's Corner. And I want you to share it out with other people that you know that have discussed with you about publishing a book. Because we're going to get this thing done. We're going to do what God has told us to do. All right. So I love you guys. I look forward to the new journey that we're about to take on YouTube. Like, I really don't know a lot about YouTube, but we're going to learn it together. And I am excited about sharing all the information that God has given me with you guys. So if you want to catch up, because when we come back, we're going to be on season 2. So when if you want to catch up, if you have the Clubhouse app, you can go to the Author's Corner Clubhouse room on the Clubhouse app. And if not, then you can go to Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, Audible, and you can catch up on the podcast there. And you can get all of the information, motivation moments that I have provided in season 1, so that when we come back for season 2, you'll be ready to go. Okay. So I want you to continue to have an amazing evening, morning, week, weekend, month. Happy birthday to anybody that has an October birthday, an October birthday. Happy birthday to you all. And y'all have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. Be blessed.